Well, it is Thursday, and you can see I finally got to wear my shirt from Versona. Ashley had worn it, and it's gone through the wash. And if you watch my last vlog, I talked about how it was wrinkled, and it said "Do not iron." I did not iron it, although I think it could have used it, definitely, the collar. But I'm wearing it tucked in with a pair of dress pants and then this sweater, of course, to cover up my arms. But I like it. I think it's cute. It reminds me of Minnie Mouse or something. But anyway, today's my doctor's appointment, and Kevin is driving. He's my chauffeur. And so I am taking you with me. I will probably not, I won't be able to tape, of course, with the doctor or anything. But I'll show you where it's at, and like I have before, and I will let you know what she does and what she says. If you're new to watching me, she is looking at my finger because I think I have rheumatoid arthritis. I hope I don't. I hope that's not the diagnosis, but I'm afraid that's what it's going to be. So my aunt told me they could do a blood test to see. So I'll let you know when I know something. Okay, this is where I'm headed. Lexington Clinic. And I just saw my neighbor. She was pulling in. Didn't even realize it was her. So okay, I just got out of my doctor's appointment, and she said that it could be tendonitis, which now that I've heard that, I'm hoping that's actually what it is, because that would be a whole lot better than rheumatoid arthritis, because tendonitis would go away. She said that sometimes people, like if they play tennis or something like that, you can just really strain those tendons and they can become inflamed, and if you take medicine, then it'll actually go away. So she wrote a prescription, and I don't remember the name of the medicine. I will tell you the name of the medicine. That'll be later today when we pick it up from Walmart. But she called it into Walmart in Winchester, and then she sent me down. They have the lab and the x-ray and everything down in the basement. It's all really convenient at the Lexington Clinic. And so she sent me downstairs, and they did x-rays of both hands and wrists to see if it's tendonitis. And then I had to get blood work, just like my aunt said. They did blood work, and so the blood work will let them know if it doesn't come back that it's like positive for arthritis, then she'll know it's tendonitis. And the x-rays, she said she'd probably have those back by this afternoon, and then the lab work she'll have back by Monday, she said. So I will definitely have an answer by Monday. If it's arthritis, she will put me on a different medicine, because they're specialized medicines for arthritis. If it's tendonitis, then I will keep taking this medicine until it goes away. But she said it will go away. So that's what I'm hoping for, that it's just tendonitis. Right now we are on our way over to Kevin's school. He has to advise a student today. School's actually out now, yay for him. But he has to advise a new student today, and it won't take very long. We didn't want to drive all the way back to, I didn't want him to drive back to Winchester just to drop me off at home. I can sit over in his room or in his office or wherever he's going to be. I'll be in the...
Or help me clean.
Yeah, he wants me to help him clean, and I'll show you his room and stuff like that when we get there. Anyway, that's where we're headed right now, and so I'll check in with you in a little while. Okay, we are over at Kevin's school now, and this is the campus, and this is the main building where offices and stuff are, and there's a bookstore. There's a Barnes & Noble bookstore.
Opened in 1968.
And then over here is where this building, they used to do nursing here. What do they do over there now? They still do? And then Kevin, his building is the manufacturing technology building right here. And then down here in this building is where they do construction. I think this billboard's funny. Well, it's not funny, but I don't know. Interesting. Kevin's room, and we're just going to walk you around. This is his bulletin board at the back of the class. And this is boxes of something.
Yeah, I need to clean those. Throw them all away.
This is the end of the semester, so his room's a mess.
It's a real big mess. I haven't even wiped the wire strippings and stuff off the tables yet. So,
but these
these were given to students, but then they don't take them home. So you can see some of the names on there. So I don't know why they don't take them with them.
This is the lecture part of the classroom where he stands up there and lectures, and then the students sit here, and that's his desk up there. And then over here is the lab part of the room. And he's already told me it's a mess because it's the end of the year and this is how they leave it. This is just a poster that he has, but I love that poster.
I know that I need a new one that goes from 2000 on.
Oh, they did?
I said I hope they do. I wish they would.
We should look.
From 2000 on.
We bought that at a teacher supply store years ago.
I don't like it. Other people like it.
So anyway, what do they do here, Kevin? Tell me.
They do digital electronics and just regular electronics. Build all their chips and circuits and all that stuff is all built on these trainers. Like this person actually built it on the trainer. I usually tell them not to build them on the trainers unless they don't have a board with them. They usually have to buy their own board. But if they forget to use them, if they forget to bring them, they can hook them up themselves. And that's one of the things I've got to do is go through and hook everything, make sure the wires are all, thrown away. We'll throw all that stuff away in the garbage.
And what do they do on the computer?
Some of their labs are on the computer where they simulate circuits, and their lab manuals are on the computer. You
used to have a class where they built computers.
That's what the ones on the wall are over here.
Okay.
But I haven't offered that in a couple of years because I don't have the students for it.
And these are all full of stuff.
Junk? Some of them are just junk.
Show me one of them.
Well, this one's the one.
We'll be nosy.
This is the one we actually use.
Okay.
This one has all of our chips and stuff we use for circuits.
Oh, wow.
And this is all my extra parts and doodads to fill those drawers up.
Let's look in one.
Yeah, they're filled with full.
And they're all different sizes?
Yeah, IC chips. They're different parts. They do different things.
Oh.
Yeah. Like this is the JK flip-flop. And then you got...
do you know literally what all these do?
No, Lord, no. I know the 7476 is a flip-flop. I know the 162s, or 164, these are shift registers. The 247s are 7-segment display decoders, and so are the 47s. 7414 is a Schmidt trigger.
He's speaking Geek. Great.
It's just gates
Great
and stuff.
Geek.
And then we've got resistors and capacitors and stuff like that. And these are, most of them aren't what they say they are. The only ones I really use out of here are these three.
Ooh, Christmas.
Yeah, LEDs and switches. The rest of this, honestly, is stuff that's held over from when I got the room, 17 years ago. This stuff has never been used.
Oh, really?
I need to just, honestly, I could throw all that away and take these cabinets and take them home if I wanted to.
I'm shocked that you haven't gone through them.
Yeah, I just didn't have it. And these, I swear, these Heathkit trainers right here, they're from the 70s probably. I don't use them. I use these. They're newer. These are brand new. These are only like a year old.
So why haven't
Year or
you,
two old.
what do you call that when you get
Surplus.
surplus? Why haven't you
I just
surplus
haven't,
them?
because they work fine. If I need an extra one, because I only have 12 of those. If I need an extra board for something, I can use one of those if I need to. So, but that is actually a useful one. This one is like filled with
Oh, wow.
soldering irons and parts and other teacher stuff.
That's somebody else's?
Yeah. I'm gonna see something neat. Some old throwback from the old days.
Oh, good grief. That's paper. Oh, my goodness.
This is dot matrix fan paper. It goes in an old dot matrix printer. It's got the little tabs on the side.
Does anyone use that now?
No, it's literally been sitting back there.
That would
for
be cool
ages.
for a kid to color on those.
It would be.
Kevin.
It's, well, they're perforated. They're pull off. And I think I have another box of watermelon paper back here.
Watermelon paper.
I don't know if it's watermelon or not.
You got a hernia picking those out.
No, it's just regular paper. No. Watermelon paper is green and white paper. That was like this.
Oh, yeah.
There's green and white bars on it. They're called
I didn't know what it
watermelon
was called, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, just regular old paper, but
Well,
it's
don't ever throw that away, because Gavin will. He could color on that one these days if you
well,
don't want it.
you can make banners out of it.
Yeah,
Tape
you
them
could
together.
make your own banner like that.
Yeah, you could tape them on the back and color them and stuff. I just never throw them away because you never know. So anyway, you don't even want to look at this.
Oh, wow.
And none of that is actually mine.
Whose is it?
Someone else's.
Well, why don't you give it to someone else?
That I probably will at some point in time, but this is where they did the radio communication stuff. You can see it's got antennas, radio antennas over here. Now, extension cord's good. It's a nice extension cord, but this is all radio, TV antenna, that kind of stuff. Tools.
What is that right there? This.
LEDs. They're like the Christmas things you saw over there. They're
Yeah.
just on they're just on a spool instead of
wow.
and this is really fine wire wrap wire.
Good grief.
Yeah.
I'm glad we don't have junk drawers like this at
I got
home.
computer stuff, extra computer stuff in there.
So you do keep stuff locked, some stuff.
Yeah, the computer stuff I do. These are all the boards for trainers we used to have. We don't even use them anymore. But they cost, these boards cost $300 or $400 a piece. Yeah.
So you don't use them at all anymore?
No, these were used for the communications class. They're pretty good. Like
So-
the phase lock loop trainer.
So what are you going to do with them since you don't use them anymore?
We'll hang on to them for a while, but we're going to get a new building in probably 3 years or so. We're moving basically all of our programs to another campus, to the new building. And my guess is most of this will probably be surplused out or stored somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. And that I have a vacuum cleaner that's probably from the 60s. I have no idea.
Does it work?
Yeah, it works perfect. It works really good. It's a shop vac, so you can do wet or whatever. I keep it in for emergencies, just in case somebody spills something, or you can see there's a hole in the hose. I just noticed. that.
Yeah, I saw
So I'd
that.
have to put some duct
Dry
tape over it
rot,
and get it
yeah.
to work. Yeah, it's pretty old. Some people keep their stations neat.
Yeah.
Some people not so neat. You know, it's just amazing the different students you get.
And what are all these packages over
I
here?
need to throw one.
Oh.
I opened up new meters.
Oh, these.
Yeah.
I thought you just had new meters that were yellow. Or
No,
something.
the yellow ones are like 8 years old.
Oh, okay.
These are brand new, like we just got them in 3 or 4 months ago. So I opened them all up and it's
you
having
had the
kind of-
orange ones.
Yeah, the
So
orange and the dark blue ones. But these are a lot more accurate, a lot more expensive too. So I just need to throw all this stuff away. I just haven't had time.
Because Kevin got a promotion, he'll be getting his own office. So he and I are going to clean a lot of this off. This is how his desk is set up. He needs a bigger desk. It's all
This will be
going up because
this will just be class stuff now. All my other stuff will be moved over there.
But you see little Master Gavin, look at that.
Little bitty thing.
That's cute.
All that little stuff I'll put over there on mine.
And then look at this.
That mean Guido?
Kevin and Guido. Look at Guido. He was a little baby, a little bitty thing. That's so sweet. Kevin showing me this clock that he put together, and it actually shows the time. That's actually a shadow. It doesn't have actual hands. That's a shadow.
There's the minutes and there's the seconds. Hours, minutes, and seconds.
But I think that's really cool. That would look good in a room at night.
There's the second hands moving, and there's the hours and the minutes. And there's a little stud in the middle of it that kind of casts the shadow. And the blue ones are lower, and the green ones are the next layer up, and the red ones are up higher, so you get the shadow in the right place. And you can kind of see the LEDs at the bottom.
That's neat.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I have to look at the directions and see how to set it, though.
Seeing something on your desk, I'm going to put you on the spot. I want you to open this up and show how much you've used.
There's quite a bit of it.
You can do a quick review of it. What do you think?
There's
That
quite
was
a
like
bit.
$5 at Lowe's.
$5 or
something.
$6, yeah. It's okay. It leaves your hands really kind of sticky, and unless you use it all the time, like literally 4 or 5 times a day, it doesn't really do any better than just lotion does.
So
I didn't think
lotion's
it was-
just as good.
Yeah, and cheaper.
Where's that floppy drive again? I want to show it.
Floppy?
Yeah, I want to show it on here. Kevin keeps this around to show to students that this floppy drive. This is what you used to have to put in your computer, and you don't see these anymore. This is what we were required to have at school.
360. That's 360K.
And then they went to the little square ones. Where
3.5. I don't have.
you don't have any of those. Kevin's going through an old tool bag and he found a 3.5-inch floppy. Yep, there we go.
Old floppy. Yeah.
We used to have stacks of those.
Oh yeah, in cases. We had bought plastic cases just to hold them.
And thought there was a lot of important stuff on there and probably threw it all away.
I'm sure there was a case at one time that had like, I think the Sims, maybe I don't know, a version of Office on there, all kinds of different stuff. Yeah.
We're finding all kinds of stuff though to recycle and
Yeah, and this was my life for a while. This tool bag was for what, 3 years?
yeah.
Carried it everywhere.
So why do you still have it after all these years?
It's just got tools and stuff I've just never taken out. Like this is a chip extractor for processors, microprocessor puller, which I'm gonna throw away because I don't need it anymore. There's all kinds of stuff in there. Chip inserter, screws, solder, all this stuff's gonna get thrown away. Don't need any of it.
Has the CD destroyer, so he said I put the CD in here. And it comes out. Oh wow! You see what it does to it? It puts these little ridges in there so that you can't
When
read.
the laser hits it, it bounces all over the place.
That's really cool. So that's garbage. Let's do one more. So here's the CD before. That is awesome. Pretty cool. Now see, you think this is clean.
Have you seen it before?
This is not clean.
And file cabinets are, some of them are emptied out, some. That one's not. He's been working on it. He's getting there.
How does your refrigerator look? Is it clean?
Yeah, it's not bad. I gotta get a drink out of there anyway. Yeah, it's not too bad.
Are you going to get a bottle?
I think I've got my water. I don't know if
I don't have one.
I'll get one.
What are all these?
Posters. We're gonna get the ferry, but we will or not.
This is the robotics classroom at Kevin's school, and this is one of the robots. And what do they learn here, Kevin?
Well, like they just program and to move stuff. Like this one will go over there and pick that pencil up and it'll draw stuff on the paper. Mm-hmm. But they have to program it to do all that.
And it has a camera in there.
Yeah, there's a camera that can watch the movies. That's an old robot right there. It's not working.
What is this?
Those are new. The two right there, those are brand new. They just have them disconnected right now. That's all. But what this thing will do is a conveyor system that just goes around, and that robot will like pick stuff up off one pallet and move to the next side. You know, it really doesn't do a whole lot right now. So the pallet will go down, it'll stop, it'll pick it up, it'll hold it, let another pallet go around, or it'll have a couple pallets. One will sit there and it'll move it over to there. And then it'll go around and pick it up and move it. So, and this one's the brand new one. $500 million robot.
Wow.
Yeah. It does these little trays. This is the
I saw all those laying over here.
And you put it in here and it slides down. The conveyor drags it down. This robot doesn't really do much except push. It literally takes those little suction cups and grabs it and picks it up and puts it on the other side. And then it rolls down and then it's got a pusher that pushes it out.
What's the point?
It trains students. Everything in here is something to train students on: hydraulics, pneumatics, conveyor systems, robotic programming, sensors, hydraulic pumps. I mean, it's got everything.
I like the lockers.
Yeah, the old 1950s locker.
And is this just equipment back here?
Yeah.
It's a shame they have a need to say this.
This is our solar panels for our alternate energy program. They installed these, I think last summer, I believe they installed these. They are just going to be hooking them up to sell power back to the power company. They're not actually powering a building on them right now. That may be something they do later, but for right now, it's just selling it back to the power company. So, and they put a wind turbine somewhere, but I think they had to take, they couldn't leave that up. They had to take it down, so we can't see what it looks like.
Well, we've left the school and we are almost to Meijer now. And the reason we're going in Meijer is to see if they have any new flavors of Baskin Robbins. Because I've told you before, they have like probably 6 other flavors that we weren't able to get before. So while we're in Lexington, we're going to check and I'll let you know if we get any. Well, we did go in Meijer and they did not have any new ice creams. So I'm hoping that soon they'll get some new ones in. And then we went in PetSmart and we bought a 15-pound bag of the Blue Buffalo. And I used my $5 off coupon. And I noticed that on the next receipt that they gave me, I was hoping for another $5 off coupon. And it was only $3 off. And you have to take a survey. So they're not just giving it to me. I have to take a survey. So I'll have to work for it a little bit, but that's okay. I'll make sure that I do that. And then we went in Target and we bought a few things for the little man for his birthday and for Christmas maybe. And then, and we also bought some new yogurts. And so I'll show those to you when we get home. They are Target exclusives. They did have a Target exclusive, one of them that we didn't get. It was raspberry chocolate, and it's because Kevin has already tried it before, way back. He did it's the Dan Light and Fit, and it was a dual pack. It was like raspberry chocolate and strawberry cheesecake. And since he had already tried that, we didn't feel the need to buy another 4-pack. So anyway.
Now we're going to Half Price Books.
I told you we didn't have to go.
Yeah, we'll go.
We're going to go in Half Price Books, which I didn't know we were going to go over there. So that's very nice. We'll have to hurry though because we have yogurt in the trunk.
Yeah, we won't be.
Here is the 15-pound bag of blue buffalo. And this is the small breed senior. And he really likes this food. And then these are the Dan Light and Fit. This is only at Target. This is citrus blend, and Kevin of course will review them. And then this one I guess is everywhere, but we've never seen it, caramel macchiato. And then this is the only at Target, if I can get it out, cherry chocolate. So we'll be trying that. And then we got 4 of the Coke Zeros. And then I had another coupon for PetSmart for this cat food, and we will give this to Anna or Christina because Ashley does not give her cat wet food. And I cannot show anything else. So anything else that we bought at Target or Half Price Books because it's for the little man. So you know how that goes. So right now I'm going to put all this stuff up, get me a cup of coffee, and then we'll probably have to go back out to Walmart to pick up my medicine from the pharmacy. Well, we went home and changed clothes. As you can tell, I put my hoodie on and Kevin has his jacket on. It is only 57 degrees outside, so it is much cooler than what we've gotten used to. If I had had Gavin today, there wouldn't have been any sitting on the front porch, so and getting dirty. But we put all the stuff up away, and we are going to Kroger and then Walmart, and so I will be doing a separate haul. So if you're interested in groceries, you can watch that. And I have a lot of coupons for Kroger that they've sent me in the mail, and I think Kevin has a bunch of e-coupons. So we'll be getting more tonight at Kroger than we normally get probably. But so anyway, we'll check back in later. This is the name of the medicine that I have. It's diclofenac, and it is generic for Voltaren is what she had told me. And I'll show you how it looks. I shouldn't have put the lid back on it. This is how they look. They're kind of rose colored, and I'm supposed to take 1 pill twice a day. These are 75 milligrams, and she gave me a refill for 3. So I guess if I run through them before that, I'll go back or call. And she had said that if it was actually arthritis, that I would take something else anyway. So I'm getting ready. I ate my dinner, and so I had tuna fish, and I actually had Fritos chili cheese instead of my normal Lay's potato chips. I actually had Cane's, which I'll insert in here. And so I'm just getting ready to take one of these bad boys, and I will let you know if it helps. I realized after I looked it up online that I said it completely wrong.
Diclofenac.
You're supposed to say diclofenac. So I just wanted to correct my pronunciation.
Diclofenac.